before the
Snakewood.
audio is suddenly ass for no reason. I don't think I've ever had that happen though. Unless I, like, messed with the audio on stream. But I'm not touching anything.
Oh, fucking. Sword and Shield bingo. Or more like Game Freak apologist bingo.
Hardware limitations.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, there's like almost 1,000 Pokemon. You know, they say apparently with all the new forms and variants
The
in this game.
dumpster fire just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, there'll be like 1,000 Pokemon. Like you can't expect.
Get this.
What?
There was an interview where Masuda said, "Maybe people who are sad can choose Sabo." Laughs.
Oh my god, freaking savage. Absolute savage. Ooh, salt on the wound. That's freaking sad though. I freaking.
I'm like, you know what? The only reason I'm really into Pokemon right now, well, mainly because VP exists. You know, a whole board dedicated to it.
Yeah,
and you know,
so
like
much
Pokemon.
variety in the topics.
Yeah.
Such as, what's your favorite Pokemon? Your Pokemon is stupid. Basically porn. Also, competitive battling and number stuff that no one cares about. And of course, like
Every
actually
other
wholesome
game.
threads, like freaking comfy threads, which are like.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you can get such wholesome threads at such a freaking nuclear wasteland part of the internet. But really can.
Every other game gets a fucking general on VG.
Yeah, which means if you like some basic normie game, then you're just gonna have to be hunting for threads.
There's a Zelda general up right now.
Oh wow. That's nice. Yeah.
You know, Zelda General was actually the reason I came to 4chan.
Yeah, because of the Botto leaks, right?
Yeah.
Freaking, which is a saga in and of itself.
And then I'm like, you know, VP is a thing. And then it just spiraled.
Yeah.
But.
Alright, while this stuff, I'm gonna go quickly get a drink of water. Because my mouth's actually really dry. I just brushed my teeth.
Okay.
And afterwards, I'll BRB really quick, and afterwards, we'll get the game started up.
Tempted. Oh, good.
Okay. Back.
That was fast.
Alright. So we're today we're gonna be playing a hack known as Pokemon Snakewood, and I'm gonna be attempting to play the whole thing. Not today. Definitely not today, but it's gonna be a little serious. Let's see how far I get through it before I call it quits and just walk through walls and hack the Pokédex. Which is what usually happens.
Okay, I started the unread.
Alright, let me get that up beforehand.
Make sure you mute it though.
Yeah. Come on. There we go. Alright. Now. Let me get my real GBA.
The real GBA. The fake GBA.
There. He moves smooth. When does that ever
I wonder when Famine's gonna get user was banned for this post. Bring Back National Dex is still going on, but it's slowed down a bit.
I'm not sure, like, even if they could change it, but I feel like if they do change it all, it's gonna be like, lol, we made a mistake, but we can't go back on it because we already coded it and we're shit at coding. So we'll just do it in the third game, which will also have 2 versions because money. Swear. Alright, what am I looking at? Where the frick is the Pokemon ROMs? Alright, I'm sorry, the Pokemon Games folder. My bad, I misspoke. There we go. Snakewood plots.
Been a lot of
Here we go.
There's been a lot of cape shit names.
Alright, hold on, let me... Gonna minimize that. Hopefully the audio is good. So here's the intro, and it's just vanilla. Oh wait, no it's not. You can see the trainer there.
The trainer. Is this Gen 4 Pokemon?
Yeah, this is a Pokemon Ruby version, apparently. What version of this hack do I have? Jeez, I hope it's the updated version. Hold on a moment.
Why does it...
Snakewood. I need to make sure, because I know this has its own, like, original title box art thing.
Right.
But I don't know if it translates to the title screen. Title. Yeah, it's all Pokemon Ruby version. Okay, so we're playing Vanilla Ruby, as you can see. That's what I figured. This should be the most current version of the game, which I don't think ever got a whole lot of updated dates. And it's also kinda sorta old. Where am I? I don't seem to remember. Who is that man I can remember? He seems familiar. I remember. A Pokemon. So I guess it's instead of having Professor Birch talk to us we're remembering Professor Birch. That Pokemon looks strange. I think something very, very odd has happened. Is it just my memory playing tricks on me? Or was that Pokemon that I just remembered dead? That can't be right, surely. Pokemon don't die, they just faint and lose the will to fight, right? Thing is, I don't think I'm making this up.
What am I...
What?
What am I looking at?
You're looking at, a apparently dead Bulbasaur. And now you're looking at this and this. So we've got,
at least
like...
they shaded their lines.
Yeah, at least they're trying. And so we've got this freaking very angry white-haired protagonist. And then we have this very sassy protagonist who's also very angry.
You know what the kicker is?
What?
I always considered shading lines to be like some voodoo shit.
Yeah, I was, especially, I didn't always associate it with that. In fact, I used to associate it with quality, but because so many pixel, indie games started doing that to make their style look more sleek and effective, it became old. And I started, like, having an affinity for the more, like, solid black lines or solid color lines. Alright, let's go ahead and... whatever, we'll be freaking white hair. Oh, wait. No, I wanted to go back. I didn't get to see what the fake names were, no!
No.
Yeah, we'll be apparently this is just Brendan wearing a different jacket and no hat. Okay. So which, should we just, name it the classic Zeta,
I think it needs to be edgier. Do you have another better name?
Dark... no, I don't have enough room for Shad. Short for Shadow. Okay. Dark.
It's crazy how, you know, when the Pokemon trailer dropped, it's like, you know, it's pleasant to say, definitely. And Dynamax is kind of lazy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, this has the potential to be like the greatest Pokemon game. And then E3 happens. It's like, and then it instantly halts. Like, all the hype just gets destroyed.
Okay, good. Yeah. Freaking...
It's insane how fast it dropped.
Yeah, seriously. Which I think is, hopefully a very good, wake-up call to Pokemon who thinks it can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Because I've been waiting for something like this to happen. Not anticipating, but I'm just waiting for Pokemon to, like, do a wrong move that everyone and their dog can realize is a wrong move. And now they've finally done it, and unfortunately it's like the worst possible time because it's a new generation with all new Pokemon. And it's just... it hurts, but this is something that needed to happen, and it's pretty inevitable that it happened. Oh, would you look at that?
Well, I feel like, and I was thinking about this last night, I feel like they should have been like, okay, this is going to be the last game that has everything at the beginning of the generation. Like, this is going to, they should have said at the beginning of the generation, this is the last generation that's going to have it all. That way you have some time to mentally prepare.
Yeah.
Instead of just dropping it.
Yeah, at the end of a freaking, like, they, like, hit it. They tried to, like, hide it. Like, had they been up front beforehand, before they even, like, showed, or maybe they show off the footage, and then they're like, by the way, Pokemon Home is a thing. Like, yeah, that'd be scummy, but then it wouldn't have broken all of the hype. Like, if anyone was going to be deterred by that, they would be deterred instantly, and bam. They're not gonna sit there feeling betrayed and disappointed. But nope. That's just too easy. What it used to say, but someone scrawled on it in blood. Help. Oh no. Our town.
Did this guy lose his memory?
Yeah, he lost his memory, and this is apparently Little Root Town, but
Everything's gone.
yeah, Birch's house is missing, and then got some Pokeballs over here. Pokemon Lab, eh? This Pokeball has an air of ill health about it. Take it? Oh. Well, we wouldn't want to steal, would we? Steal from who? No one. Pokemon is gently spewing out exhaust fumes. Take it? No. What's this one? This Pokeball is spinning slowly on its axis. Take it. What is this? I think this is hints for what type of Pokemon is it. All I know is that I don't want to pick Paris, because that's the one I got last time, and Paris is not very strong. This is gently spewing out exhaust fumes. Because these are hints. Okay, coffee. Nickname this coffee? What should we name it?
Coughing. Oh, you just get it? Can you
Yeah.
get all of them?
I don't think you can take all of them, but, you don't know what Pokemon is in it until you select it. Unless you've played it before.
So, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, not really. Well, I mean, you do, but
what you could do,
is reset.
you could make it so that all of them are coughing. And then, well, you can't get any of the others once you've already gotten one, so...
Yeah, you probably shouldn't steal any more that you already have. After all, you're not a crook. Are you? Huh?
I mean, you have a jet black fucking uniform.
Yeah, well, it's red, but it's hard to see the red with the black lines. I'll show the Darko trainer card.
What's that misplaced tile?
What's this? Whoa!
Whoa.
That's interesting. Gee, I sure hope this is the proper up-to-date version, because... Whoa, it changed. Help someone. You over there, please help me. Oh no, is it Birch? What is this? Whoa. Zombie Kid Liam would like to
okay, so it's zombies.
Yeah, it's Pokemon with zombies.
What the... Are there gonna be zombie Pokemon?
Yeah! Bulbasaur. It's evil undead Bulbasaur. Hey, look at that freaking defense.
What the hell?
Edge Rising, eat your heart out.
Yeah. Although I think that was edgier than this.
Well, yeah, Edge Rising was made to be edgy. This one was also made
Only
to be
problem.
edgy. But
yeah, but Edge Rising is like... That was so edgy that it hurt.
yeah, like, it did everything and more. Like, it went, I think, up and beyond to directly annoy the player. By introducing, like, every single edginess they could think of. Zombie crumbled into dust. Woo! Thanks, Darko. How'd you know my name? It's me, Professor Birch.
Still more competent than Game Freak.
Yeah. We've known each other for years. What's wrong? Oh, right. You see, I woke up in that ruined town south of here and realized I've lost my memory. So it's true. Little Root has been destroyed. That was our home, Darko. I don't know if you remember. Was anyone there? Your older brother? My daughter? No, I don't remember them, though.
Is this like some T-virus shit?
Possibly. It's the T-virus.
Itchy tasty.
Tasty virus. No. Must have hit your head really badly. Do you even remember the zombie plague? I think I would remember that, but no. But you were there. You were there as the zombie.
You don't even need to play the game. You can predict the entire game.
Yeah. Face up with like the zombie boss leader. Oh god. There's zombie Pokemon.
Sometimes I'm like browsing VP and I'm like, I'm getting dumber, am I? I'm like losing brain cells from all this shit.
Possibly. If not losing brain cells, spending up valuable storage space in your brain for like random stupid talking points. No, which I don't think that's how brain storage works, obviously, but still. When you're exposed to, like, numbing freaking memes all day, then it can become distracting. Now
but
that
then
you come
play
to
this game.
Yeah. Now that you come to mention it, I do remember a zombie Pokemon, but that's about it. Well, I dare say, your memories will find their way back to you. Now follow me. We've got to get to the nearest safe place before the zombies come back. Oh. Teleported to a Pokemon Center. Pokemon Centers are great! You can use their service. Yeah. I freaking know. Where you keeping guards so no zombies get in. This Pokemon Center is probably the only totally safe place in town. Waiting. Feeling good. Let's save and before it corrupts. Don't corrupt. Oh, nice. We actually saved the game.
It's already better than...
Yeah, it's already better than the last one. Which, I mean, a lot of packs are better than the last one. Professor Birch is waiting for you. He said he'd be on Route 103 to the north. I've got like these tile blocks. Hi, one of the last Pokemart employees. Come with me. It's a Pokemart, yeah. Got a light potion. According... Who was that who said that? There was someone in chat, one of the previous Pokemon streams that talked about this game, and how there was a house somewhere that gave out infinite life potions. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Every moment you spend outside is risky. Zombies tend to approach silently. Deadly consequences. Staying in Oldale Town. I don't think we can hold out forever against the zombies, but it's the safest place right now. If Pokemon with you become stronger, yeah. I think things stirred upstairs. And this freaking guy's still blocking the way. Wait, please don't come in here. I'm on. This isn't inside. We're outside. So stay away. Alright. 103. Hey, look! It's a normal Pokemon, Zigzagoon.
Hmm.
Dang, you okay?
Still feel like I got something in my throat.
More Zigzagoon. I need to speed this along. Pokemon is staggeringly tired. I should have brought a Pokemon. Trainer stuff. No. Oh, there you are. What are you doing? Even when zombies besiege our homes and our entire families vanish without a trace, there's still time for science. I have made a fantastic discovery, you see. Never before has a Pokemon been known to breed in the wild, and yet here's a nest, complete with eggs. Right.
I am so sorry. Let me hang on.
Alright. Why is this worth calling me about? Take the egg, Darko. It's common knowledge that eggs only hatch when taken around with other Pokemon. What about the parent Pokemon? I don't see any. Blah blah blah. I got egg. That's only one reason I brought you here. I also wanted to speak to you about the zombies. Seems like no one wants to talk about anything else. Yes, quite. Whoa. I know you don't remember, but do you remember your brother 3 years ago? He beat the Pokemon League. Me and my daughter May set off west a few weeks ago to look for the source of the zombie infection. I haven't heard hide nor hair of them since. So why do we need them? Other than the fact that blah blah blah. I don't really care. Just think about zombies. So when you go, alright, over the west. Petalburg, there may be survivors there who saw where they went. Okay. You'll be doing a while I risk my life. I'll be trying to reconnect the old PC network so I can try and contact survivors. Okay. I got the Pokephone. Alright. Darko! With exclamation points in the name. And he still didn't give me running shoes, which is just freaking fantastic. Oh, did that guy move? Okay, I'll watch that. So you're Professor Bird's new pet trainer. What? Got you running his errands, has he? You must be pretty weak-willed, but I suppose I could use the experience from thrashing you. Oh snap. Death Caller would like to battle. With the Sneasel. Oh shit, JK hasn't been healed. This might be an issue. Actually no, it just baited me into killing you. Got lucky this time. But you got lucky, that's all. I suppose I ought to tell you my name so you can tremble the next time you hear it. It's called Alicia. Now let me pass. Freaking Overworld sprite looks like they're wearing a witch hat. I'm not gonna find anything here. Slow walk speed. Let's do this. What do we got in our bag? One light poop. Is that a Zambino? I want to find out. Also, we've got this egg. So, what could be in this? You'll have to wait and see. Pokemon egg obtained by amoral means. Just to walk around and see what else. C-Dot. More normal minds. Let me try and find a talking point here. Pokemon. Is there anything more to say about Pokemon Sword and Shield aside from the fact that home sucks? And it's stupid and dumb. Oh!
Well, I mean, I've been... What?
I was just gonna say, I remember seeing a thread like a couple of days ago, ripping on its graphics, and they showed an image of like a tree in the Pokemon, battlefields. And it had like this freaking low quality, like...
It looked like an Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, they compared it to an Ocarina of Time screenshot, and it legit, they nailed it. That's some N64 texturing right there. Just absolutely.
Maybe Majora's Mask.
Yeah, it actually looks like that big dark tree in Majora's Mask when you're on the route to the swamp.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of bad bats flying around it. It looks exactly like that texture. From my memory. Could probably even confirm it, but it was a dark tree texture.
That next generation right there.
Yeah. Then again, I did see some posts talking about Sword and Shield, like, they've been having a tough time grappling with the HD hardware. Game Freak's team have.
You know, this reminds me of...
What?
A real-time weapon challenge. And fish that move out of the way when you get close to them.
Yeah.
I guess you don't get the joke.
No.
Really?
What is it?
Well, the first one from fucking... Well, it's from Sony E3 2006. With the infamous $599 US and Ridge Racer and the Ashton gang. Where there's famous battles that actually took place in ancient Japan with a giant enemy crab where you attack its weak point for massive damage.
Yeah, alright, I know exactly what you're...
Using real-time weapon change.
Yeah, I don't remember that part of the joke. I just remembered the giant enemy crab and attacking its weak point for massive damage. It took me a moment to get it there.
And fish that move out of the way when you get close to him is a Call of Duty reference.
Yeah. Which is stupid because, I mean, didn't freaking Mario 64 have that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not an achievement. Help trainer raw.
Vinny.
Another Zambo. Oh! What's wrong with your palette? Oh, they're ghosts. I see. Polyhag. And Rotmander. Woo! Look at that. Rah. Zombie crumbled in, but that's a ghost. Thanks, I'd have died reaching Oldale if it weren't for you. Please take these. I'm done running now. I've reached this town. Running shoes, yes. Goodbye now. Well, I think I remember something. My brother? What's he saying? Darko, press B to use running shoes. What a crappy flashback. Oh yeah, another thing I recently heard about, the whole Pokemon Home thing.
Yeah?
Is apparently, there's gonna be a way for you to interact with your Pokemon while they're in the home system. No details, just something I remember reading about, that apparently came from a Kotaku news article, so... Yeah, I don't know how legit. But... supposedly Game Freak is concocting a way to help, like, I guess minimize the loss for people who are gonna have Pokemon permanently sitting in... Yeah, permanently sitting in Pokemon prison. They'll allow you to, like,
you know,
freaking interact with them via me or something.
That's fucking disgusting. I mean, yeah, it's good that you can play with it, but that's not a game.
Yeah, like...
That's like, what if you had a fucking shitty little fucking... That's like a fucking... It reminds me of a Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
We literally Digimon now.
Yeah, like, literally, like, freaking... Even though they don't die, thankfully, but, like, literally, like, you could have... Say a Pokemon like Dunsparce, which I'm pretty sure isn't going to be in the Pokemon Galar region. Also...
Hey.
Hmm?
Porygon.
Yeah, Porygon, yeah, Porygon's not gonna be there. What's a Porygon? Yeah, your Porygon's gonna be sitting in that box for probably ever, because they're never gonna do anything with Porygon again. Porygon... Like, had they actually, like, people are talking about their culling Pokemon. I don't think they're culling Pokemon so much as just not giving a shit. But if they were actually culling Pokemon, I think one of the first ones they would literally delete is Porygon. Simply because of that age-old controversy. Also, there was a zombie Meryl just there. Let's find some more stuff in the grass. Oh, look, it's Poochyena. I should get some Pokeballs. This would be a good Pokemon to have.
What is this music that Vinny has? The E3 that nobody gave a shit about.
I thought that was every E3. Like, it seems like no matter what happens to an E3, I don't know why I'm buying individual Pokeballs. But it seems like no matter what happens at E3, it's always, like, unanimously agreed upon that it's shit. Like, even I agree, but for different reasons. I thought Nintendo's was pretty exciting for a couple of games. Not anything that's like freaking, oh my god, mind explode, but it was still really, really exciting. See things like Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, which is like delayed by an entire year. Not the Luigi, the Animal Crossing. But I thought that was pretty good, but I hear the other conferences were like incredibly piss poor. got some Pokeballs now. I'm gonna save in front of this grass, just in case, the game hates me and I try and catch something like Poochyena and it takes all of my Pokeballs. I bought, I think, 5 or 6. Definitely not catching Seedot.
Free to pay. Or free to lose.
Yeah, free to lose. And at least, like, I'll say this about Nintendo, like, obviously, you know, people don't like Nintendo for plenty of reasons, both, biased and actually legitimate. But I do think that, GK's attacking this freaking final tactic. At the very least, Nintendo doesn't, they don't feel as scummy as, like, 100% of the other video game companies that end up presenting.
Yeah.
Like, they've somehow kept a fairly unscummed image. Now, of course, the whole Nintendo Online thing's bullshit. But...
I mean, it's not the worst.
yeah, it could be a lot worse. Okay.
Still feel like shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. But, random stuff. Okay. I think this was one of my mistakes, when I originally played this game, is I don't think I bought any Pokeballs, and simply just had an expectation that if the game wanted me to catch more Pokemon, they would give me Pokeballs, like they do in vanilla Pokemon. And so I just continued forth with my, shitty little Paris. And, the egg wasn't helping because it was an egg. I need to switch out the dog. Oh shit. Seedot nuked my freaking Poochyena. Very good start. Also, another thing about Pokemon Sword and Shield, I remember reading on VP, so grain of salt. Someone, like, there was a post going around, I think it had like a deep purple background in white text, describing the, model sizes of the Pokemon in the Pokemon games and how they were significantly larger than, most other model sizes.
Are you talking about how there's like 50 Lily models?
No, not particularly. I'm talking about specifically that Pokemon uses, like, they're extremely, what's the word for it? They're...
inefficient? Unoptimized?
Yeah, they're inefficient. Unoptimized. They're very unoptimized. Frick, I can't speak. Unoptimized and inefficient and extremely large, for what they are. And, they said that that could be a very, legitimate reason to why, they might have trouble fitting all It's essentially 1,000 Pokemon in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me? I will murder Zigzagoon. Can't even trade this new Pokemon I got. It keeps dying. Which honestly, considering the other allegations of Game Freak maybe not having the best programmers, considering they originally couldn't fit Johto.
It just doesn't, it never stops.
Yeah, like, there's so much. If only Satoru Iwata was still here. It would freaking... Cause, apparently, the reason why, Pokemon Gold and Silver even had 2 regions on the cart is originally they weren't going to do that. Because they couldn't figure out how. Because it was just too much. But apparently Satoru Iwata, was the one who solved that by figuring out a way to put both regions in one cart. Which is amazing. And so, had it not been for him, we probably would have gotten, like, freaking beta Hoenn region, which was just Hoenn and Kanto in one, and Kanto's small for some reason. But yeah. Seriously though, the way I feel about, like, all the screenshots, granted they're early screenshots, and I guess you kind of expect things to get polished up by the time it reaches release date, at least a little
That never
bit.
happens.
Yeah.
That's like another fucking excuse. It never happens. So many people have been like, "Oh, it'll get better. It's not final," and then it releases and it's the same.
Yeah. And that's another thing that, like, if only freaking Game Freak, like, actually baked their games long enough. Like, I feel like a lot of times they go in with, like, placeholder textures still in play, especially on those trees right now. Like, that's some, like, freaking 64 graphics. Not only that, but the berry trees in juxtaposition to the big, Ocarina of Time trees.
If they fix that, if they fix the textures, I'll eat a dick.
Let's see. I don't know. You know, it could look god tier by the time it comes out. You know, just give them some time. I have faith. After all, you know, they had. I keep thinking of more incriminating evidence.
Where's this fucking Porygon picture that I've got?
The Julep grew level 4. And JK level 9. Nice, it learned a new move. Gotta love them grinding. But we definitely want to do it now, because from what I remember, Coffee's definitely already a better Pokemon than Paris, because it can actually take hits, whereas Paris would be like half dead in that Bulbasaur fight we had earlier on. But from what I remember, it gets kind of tough. Level 4 and already better than Zigzagoon. Oh, it's using Bite again.
Oh, they're posting owls now.
Implying that owls are Pokemon.
You know that, oh, implying owls are birds.
Yeah, but this is
Meme.
a Pokemon thread, I guess. Or is it a bird thread?
It's a bird thread.
Why are they posting owls in the thread? Everyone
Because
freaking
owls
knows.
are birds.
Yeah. It should be in a separate thread for non-birds. Which means it would be only be filled with owls. exactly why. Nice. How?
Okay, so survival report. Oh, there's been a lot of cape shit memes. Oh boy.
And what's the cape shit memes about? Like, what are they targeting?
With regards to the cut Pokemon, there's been a lot of pictures.
Oh yeah, like Thanos.
Yeah.
I remember seeing in a thread a few days ago a pencil drawing of like I forget who it was. I think it was like Masuda laughing maniacally as Squirtle cries over the Bidoof, you know, the Squirtle Bidoof meme?
Yeah.
I'm dying Squirtle. It was like, I'm dying Squirtle, and they're being whisked away into particles, and Squirtle's like crying, and it's actually like really sad.
Yeah, there's been loads of that shit. There's also been a follow-up to that actual picture.
Wow.
In fact, I made a lot of them.
The zombie is clearly eating, but you don't feel like seeing exactly what.
Now, I've
Probably
been trying to... The zombie is clearly... Oh, fuck.
Oh, berries. Maybe it's eating berries. You never know.
You'd have to look this on the thread because it might look like shit on the stream.
Yeah, I see it. Freaking no. Murkrow-Plez.
Because there's Corviknight.
Oh yeah. Freaking might as well delete Murkrow. We already got one Corvid-like Pokemon.
And I think that Hoot Hoot is confirmed in the game.
Yeah, so freaking good night, sweet prince. I found one broken heart. Wow.
Then there's Xatu, or not Xatu, but Natu.
Natu! Yeah, I know Xatu's not gonna be in the game, and I hate it. What if the many that the plague has left in Hoenn? Oh, I guess broken heart is literally a broken heart.
And then there's Piplup.
No! It's a screenshot from the anime. Whoa.
Then
Right, man. Freaking level 9 already. Come on. Come on.
for this I have to scroll up a lot.
Oh, jeez. Nah.
Yeah.
Instant freaking difficulty for Risking piss. Well, now we know we have to grind a bit more. I guess they really expected you to take.
Reminds me of those fucking.
Hmm?
It reminds me of those '90s ads that insult the viewer.
Hey, you freaking stupid retard! Buy this product.
This guy's like, don't Thanos snap my missies. So I immediately do that. And I make it slightly better, but it was only posted on Twitter. I had to make the program that does the scattering effect. The program sucks, but it kind of works.
Works enough. Have they done any ones with, like, the anime characters, like Ash and, like, one of his Pokemon running to him before, like, being dissolved?
I haven't seen anything like that.
It's like freaking. Stupid zigzag room.
Oh gosh.
Chiana needs to learn more moves. Maybe I should catch another Pokemon. Only took one Pokeball to catch that Pikachu, and I still have 4. Oh, that's cute. Little fletchlings. Or sorry, fletchlings.
Yeah. PC game conference. MFW is like one of the best conferences. And it's one that nobody gives a shit about.
Should I catch Seedot? It's also a grass type.
Seedot's cute.
Yeah, I'll try like one Pokeball. Good. Getting lucky. Seedot attaches itself to the blah blah blah. What should I name it? Because otherwise I'll just type in random characters.
Honestly, the reason I was thinking about this is because there's this one picture with a really tiny trainer behind it.
Yeah. I've seen it too, yeah. Okay, that's good. There's a name.
There's a new notification. Maybe people who are sad can choose double, haha. I saw that I'm like, Masuda's a fucking asshole.
Yeah. He basically just told his fans to go fuck themselves. Like, legit. Without using those words. You think this is a joke, Masuda? That's how you get your sick kicks? I'm now expecting, you know that scene from SpongeBob, one of the older episodes, where Plankton is like, he gets, like something happens, I forget what, he gets swapped, and now he's like, living the life of Mr. Krabs?
Oh god, you've seen this video, right?
Yeah. You see them going and then suddenly there's an instant pop-it.
Yeah.
of Steelix.
That's the worst I've ever seen
Yeah, and like it pops
in any game.
with the freaking thing over its head, which means it's
Yeah.
part of the model, or it's tethered to it.
Possibly, yeah. Oh, here's another disintegration thing. This time with Turtwig.
No, Turtwig. I don't think they disintegrate you. You're supposed to be in a game soon. Maybe.
Here's the updated version where I change the.
Yeah, it's a little bit better, I can tell.
Scattering tests. But then there's this.
Yeah, mega.
I'm like,
They better
fuck it, I'm
freaking
making
not.
it. Oh, I think they are. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna make a Thanos snap effect generator just for the Pokemon that get cut. Bring back National Dex and then the Japanese version.
Oh yeah, because I remember, like, Vikavolt is kind of like Yanmega. It flies, it's like a bug. It's kind of long. That's close enough, right? So therefore, obviously, we don't need Yanmega anymore. Absolutely no reason.
But there was, like over 5,000 views of this random tweet.
Wow.
Oh, did someone follow me because of this?
Because of the generator that you made?
Yeah. Someone followed me.
Wow. Actually, what is this site? Just normal stuff. We've got our Pokemon fairly well done. But let's see here. Wow. I'll encounter another one. Switch over to this thing. I'm gonna fight. It's not that very good. Not that very good. Try jumping over the ledge into the zombie. I haven't tried that actually yet. I'm gonna try. It's apparently eating something, but we're not allowed to see what. Which means it's probably unhealthy. Anyways, this is Pokemon Snakewood, as the title suggests. You mentioned it last time.
The legend of the zombie.
What?
Says that one guy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but it's Pokemon with zombies, which I'm sure there's been plenty like fan fictions written. But as far as I know, this is like the only fan game to be made out of this concept. Cheeseburger is unhealthy. Yeah, this zombie is neglecting his diet. Yeah, Munch Chomp Chew is clearly eating, but you don't feel like seeing exactly what. Let's see. I could jump through the zombie, okay? That kind of worked. Alright, JK is level 9. Wintipix is level 3, so I'll go ahead and bring it out. I'm trying to get some levels into these things, because freaking already we have level 9 trainers. Did it not work? Oh, it failed? The Sea-Dots can't bite at the same time? His name, yeah. I did first. I tried for the first one, but didn't know what to put, so I just put JK. And then the other two I haven't tried at all. So we have Pagillip and Untapix in JK, and also Egg, which is just named Egg. Okay, Smog. 10 XP points. That's pathetic. Tackle. Jeez, the freaking poultry amount of XP.
I'm running out of pictures to post.
For what free? This is still the bird thread, right?
Well, I've been cycling through a bird thread, and a regular comfy thread, and a draw thread.
Tackle. You know the secret about the egg? I know it hatches into another egg. From what I remember. I remember being like, what the frig?
This is that meme game.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's fucking dead.
Yeah. Let's see. What are we on? Okay. Summary. Alright, don't know how far I'm gonna get into this today, but I'm gonna attempt to at least get to the next town. Probably not gonna. This probably isn't gonna be like a super long stream or anything, because I had to wake up really early for a doctor's appointment. And so I'm still tired from that. And I also have to freaking go somewhere tomorrow and stay up kind of late because we have our final D&D session at my college for this term. Yeah, I hatched into an egg, then evolved into an egg, and into an egg again. So it never becomes not an egg? For real? I was expecting it to eventually hatch into something. Wow, that's a lot of XP. Yeah, this could be
What is this?
I can get another one.
No Thanos snap yet.
Oh no. Not freaking infatuate. No!
Oh, you're gonna like this.
What?
The YouTube video. 15k upvotes, 45k downvotes.
I think this might be one of the worst disliked videos that Nintendo has on their entire freaking, like, YouTube page. I think you can, like, actually find out that via Social Blade, which, like, looks at all of the videos from, like, a popularity and like to dislike ratio. But
yeah.
This is probably the most downvotes I've seen on a Nintendo video.
Let alone a Pokemon video.
Yeah, people are pissed. Last egg evolution, I believe, is called Hyper Egg. You could use an evolutionary stone on Hyper Egg. Different stones give you different evolutions. They're all off. Oh, so it does actually have a function and isn't just an infinite egg into egg joke. Okay, that's very useful and good.
Gotta keep uploading these comments that are hating on it.
Yeah, so people can see them before they're deleted or whatever. Even though I don't understand why they try they should have probably turned off the comments by now if they were really trying to like, make it look like they're trying to cover up. So at least they're not being that scummy.
Yeah, that one ended well.
Every evolution is OP. Mighty Coochie and a Hidjilla is getting to be pretty good. What's there? Okay. Almost. Wow. Nice. Level 9 achieved. Sand attack. This will also. Let's see who.
Cars on the stage. Is he talking about that fucking... Keep in mind, this is the same guy that uploaded the was it like Xbox One Reveal 2013. That was uploaded by Vinesauce.
Wow. So wait, Vinesauce is responsible for... Wait, hold on, what?
There is a video called Microsoft's Embarrassing Xbox One Reveal 2013, and is the same vein as the embarrassing E3 videos that everybody has seen.
Yeah.
And Vinny is responsible for that.
Where? Freaking heck. E3 is just E3 is essentially just a yearly cringe fest at this point. I mean, it's pretty much always been
seriously anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty much always been kind of a cringe fest because even when there's like good stuff, there'll always be like one kind of shitty show where nothing quite goes right and the lines are like really bad. But nowadays, it's like it's all the time. Everyone's like either so out of touch with their fans or they just literally don't care.
Yeah.
And now instead of like getting good E3s, you get good announcements, and that's it. You don't actually have a good E3 as a whole. It's just bits and pieces that are good. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, if I can... if I can get,
Why did he dab? Is this a bird game?
Dabbing? Is Vinny playing a meme game? It's not Sunday yet.
This is a meme video.
Oh.
Oh, and it's a VR game. VR games are batshit insane.
Yeah, they do so much with the... There's so much experimental games on VR, which makes sense. It's an experimental
Is this a Hotline Miami clone? Hotline Detroit.
Hotline Detroit. Wow. It reminds me of that. I gotta play. What's it called? Lisa the Painful RPG at some point. I really want to play that game. Since I've
This
heard
looks like a meme game.
Probably is. If it looks like a meme, it smells like a meme, it's probably a meme.
Well, it's a skateboarding game, but you play as a bird.
Yeah, that's kind of meme-ish. Especially since he's played like scooter games. That's pretty good. I'll go heal, and then I'm gonna refight that guy who killed me last time, because Rotmander.
What is KF Games?
A game company? Kid friendly? Maybe that's it.
I don't know.
Okay.
When is he gonna get to Nintendo? Square Enix. Oh boy. I'm just hoping that when he gets to Nintendo, he's gonna be shit. I hope he shits on Pokemon.
Yeah.
But he probably won't. He'll probably praise it.
Yeah, it's like... Oh wait, are you watching... Is he live right now?
Yeah.
And he's watching the E3 stuff again?
Well, he's recapping.
Okay. I'll have to watch it when the VOD comes out. Anyways, here's Rotmander level 9. Let's get JK, since it might have a fighting chance. It's Smog. Okay, cool. Let's tackle. Let's tackle. Keep tackling. Alright. Kurg. So I'm crumpled into dust. I do have to say, there's something satisfying about seeing the trainers you beat in the overworld literally freaking disappear. So there's just not a bunch of, like, brain-dead randos standing around. Saying, like, oh, I guess I gotta train my Pokemon more. Scaremander would have been better. Yeah, or Scarmander. Yeah, that makes more sense, but I guess, like, it's rotting. Maybe they could have saved the rot pun for, like, another Pokemon. Like... Rodicate? Yeah, there we go. Rodicate. It's so much better. Yeah, you see that? Yes. I feel like starting off the battle with JK. They're gonna be my lead.
Oh.
Cop.
Oh.
Sonic and Alan's the boiled the sword.
All fucking anime meme emotes.
Is that what I think it is? In the thread, there's an image of like, that freaking fake, fake, Rowlet evolution.
I hate that Rowlet evolution.
Yeah, it looks like shit, and everyone was like, "This is real, guys. It looks so good." Nuga.
I think it's called
Petalburg City is in ruins.
Root.
Root what?
Which is like
Root Hoot?
the name of that fake Pokemon.
Wow. Leash. Sorry, flesh. Ghost Girl Danny. Danny Pinky.
I wish I had more pictures to post.
Uzi. Or it could have been Squirtle. Like squirming, like the freaking, like, maggots or whatever. Even though there's no maggot Pokemon, so I don't know where the maggots are coming from.
Right.
I do have to say this hack definitely culminates or cultivates, I should say, a very interesting atmosphere that most hacks don't. Even though the music is still cheery and bubbly as ever, though the towns are barren and like partially destroyed. You're Darko? How'd you know that? You look like your brother. Are you going after him? Darko nodded. Then will you bring peace and put the dead back in their graves? Yeah, sure, why not? I believe you, your brother, and his girlfriend were headed to Petalburg Woods. It must be Brendan. And May. And they passed through here. Now please go in. They're here! Oh shit. I didn't check the...
No.
I didn't check the things! No, I want to go back. Okay, thank you. You let me immediately go back. They freaking left as soon as the stream. Beautiful game logic. And you talk to whoever this is. This woman appears to have had her legs gnawed off, which accounts for why her corpse is still on this chair. Will you loot her corpse? Yeah. Tained leftovers. Delicious. Also, they say her legs are gnawed off, but she's standing on that chair, so I'm calling bullshit.
Did they show Final Fantasy VII Remake?
I don't remember hearing about it, but I could have just not paid attention.
Guess Vinny's gonna talk about it real soon.
Yeah. And before another, it's never coming out. Okay. Next one.
Vinny's gonna be a bootlicker.
Yeah. Freaking Vinny's... He's really non-confrontational when it comes about that stuff. Which is, I guess, one of his flaws. Also, what's this box? Supply crate. Take potion? I got life potion. Oh, wait a minute. This is the box you talked about, Ahmed. Isn't it? The infinite light potion box. Well, I'm gonna be taking a couple dozen. Yes, every one of them. Okay.
Not on the speaker.
Let's take a look. We've got 12. Let's get, it's 2 more, 13, 14, 15.
When was that Final Fantasy VII Remake announced?
15. Years ago.
It was like...
I want to say 2017.
I think it was a bit later, or earlier than that.
Maybe 2016? One more. Feeling good. There's
Well,
Marion
the reason
corpse.
is
Okay.
I remember watching a lot of reaction videos, and I kind of associate it with Kingdom Hearts 3 first feel, which also had insane reaction videos.
Yeah.
but that was a bit earlier. So I want to say like 2015.
Yeah.
Was also when I still gave a shit about 3.
Yeah, but I know it was a long time ago, and I remember like a lot of people were polarized by the way the game played because it looked like it was like a real-time action game. It's not an RPG, which is what it originally was. Let's go talk to these apparently normal people? Oh. No, these are my items.
Oh no.
It's Looter Lawrence. Oh, we've got new trainer classes aside from like the ghosts and zombies. This is what that one shitty game, Chaos Black and Order and Chaos. They attempted to do original trainer classes, and they had like, I think, Trekker instead of Hiker, and the bikers were called Scumbags. And then they just gave up and didn't make any more new trainer classes. Aside from the eco-terrorists. Bye. Fail, because Cedar sucks.
Oh god, here we go.
Ooh. Oh no, scumbags. Yeah. Sand attack. I'm gonna tackle it to death. Just every tackle. Okay. Hail. Nah. I always found Talos sprite in this game to be so stupid looking. It's just like screaming. Okay. Whoa! I don't think we can do it. Let's switch out. The worst option. Not even my stolen items could protect me.
He's talking about Zelda.
Which I am excited for. I don't know what they're gonna do, aside from like maybe instead of in the overworld, like maybe you get to go to the overworld afterwards, like after you finish the game or whatever. But then afterwards you, like, or beforehand, you're stuck in like this dungeon, this labyrinthian dungeon that they're apparently in. And maybe, oh snap! Maybe you'll have the Subrosians from, I think it's Oracle of Seasons. They have their own little race. Lost everything. The zombies ate my family just from the hand. Go ahead left. Stop. There was a race of like underground dwelling cloaked peoples in Oracle of Seasons called the Subrosians. And they were kinda neat. They had nice music. And I remember finding that town by accident and thinking that, oh, this is kinda neat. So maybe we'll have that. A twisted, or either that or they'll have Magmas. Make a reappearance. The freaking mole guys from Skyward Sword. A twisted world of these.
Oh boy, here we go.
Trying to extract some salt from the seawater. The zombie tastes salt, it turns back into a corpse. Haitian legends say so. Where's the Haiti region located exactly? I just tried to get Mr. Briny. take you to do for it because an island in zombies, because it's an island, zombies can't cross running water. So, if the water was still, they could cross. Mr. Briny tried to eat me. Oh no, Mr. Briny. Or like, Mr. Zombie. Level 5 zigzagging. Let's get the kill up. We're doing pretty good. Oh wait, there's that zombie we need to attack with. More like Mr. Brainy. Or, oh! I get it. I was like, he's not that smart, and then I was like, if we're going to go off of brine, then yeah, brain, because like zombies eat brains. Wurple! One step, and Hidjil will die.
Oh gosh.
Oh, sorry, 2 steps. 2 steps and Hidjil died. Let's go back. Okay, this is Lambino. Fucking man. Let's check on this egg. It's making sounds, it's about to hatch! Woo. So excited. Wait, what did I do? I played Fire Red before Ruby Sapphire Emerald, so I always found the sprites in those games pretty weird. Yeah, I don't know, this game has some weird sprites. I'm not sure what they did differently, but like, some of the sprites are just not great. Blurred. It's kind of ill, it seems disinclined to attack, perhaps it's the salty sea air. Oh no, it's seasick from being remotely close to the sea. Just a little sodium chloride. I'll defend my right to thieve to the death! It's Looter Richie! With a Surskit level 11. Jesus. How much are you expecting players to drown? We might be in for it. JK, save us. Oh, jeez. Doesn't work? Or, no, it's missing. Did he just freaking heal his shit? Well, I'm gonna heal my shit. NPCs look basic and fat, and often look different from their in-battle sprites. Yeah! Yeah, everyone's freaking obese. I think that's just a problem with a lot of the earlier game sprites in general, is that everyone, like, looked weird. Like, they either had giant heads and tiny bodies, or they were obese. And then you see them in battle, and it's completely different. Like, this guy, in his sprite, he's wearing, like, combat briefs almost. Not combat briefs, safari outfit or whatever. Which makes sense since he's a brief sprite of a bug trainer. But here he is, looking like a school nerd. And then this guy's the actual bug trainer. Only he has a hat, and he also still has a blue shirt. Oh snap! The egg. What do we got? What do we got? Mystery egg hatched from the egg. Yes. Does bad egg have a space in it? Or is bad egg one word? Like, you know, the glitch Pokemon. I think it's 2 words. Okay. We have a bad egg in our freaking party.
I'm falling asleep right now.
Oh snap. Should I cut the stream off short?
What?
Should I, if you're falling asleep, should I end the stream off soon?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me see what's up here real quick. And it's bad, not bad. When I get, if there's a name writer, I'll change it. I forget how it's called. Bad egg. And before I there's no sight of the great record with the super tanker from Germany region of the Mouse House.
What?
Has since suffered from a plague of Wurmple. These Pokemon are indigenous to Germany, not Holland, and have steadily been destroying the ecosystem ever since their arrival. Wow. We have invasive Pokemon species from Germany region.
Germany Pokemon region?
Yeah. And apparently Wurmple is from that. And it's killing the local plant life. Kargaroc's about to fall asleep. So, I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna end it off here. A little abrupt, but this forest might take a little bit. So, I might grind a little bit before next time, and then next time I'll continue on where I left off. But yeah. Let me close this out. That's pretty much it. We'll just continue on. It'll just be the same game next time, though I think Kargaroc may be streaming on his channel, like, next stream day, since I won't be able to stream tomorrow. Right, always looks different in battle. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And, let's see what happens next time on Pokemon Snakewood.
Yeah.
So, bye.
See ya.